Hey, what's going on, world? This be your boy Eddie Cool, and he ain't got no glasses on, and his eye is this eye right here, in case you're wondering. It's looking real good, feeling real fine, and welcome to another episode of your favorite sports podcast, none other than the Sports Bros podcast. If I'm losing count, episode 342, is that it? 342?
Oh yeah.
Okay, 342, that's correct. We have some other episodes of the Sports Bros podcast we're going to upload over the next few weeks because your boy's been down and out. But nevertheless, I'm back at it once again like bad breath in the morning. I'm your host. I'm one of three hosts. Like I said, I'm not gonna do this co-host mess. I'm one of three hosts here on the Sports Rose Podcast, the head of creative, Eddie Cool, and Scotty D. It is 90 degrees up in our neck of the woods, man. It is hot. Hot. Pretty soon we're gonna be cutting grass. And no, I'm not using a bag. All right, with that being said, I'm gonna introduce the other co-host. He's down there in Fayetteville, North Carolina, coming to us live at Woodpecker Stadium. He is the one, the only, the almighty Be Live.
What's happening? What's going on in the world today? I figured I'd try out something, see if my balls roll up on me. I don't know. But I'm here live at Sega Stadium here in Fayetteville, North Carolina. We got another homestand coming up, going against the Fred Nats. The Fredericksburg Nationals out of Fredericksburg, Virginia. They're here for 6 games, Tuesday all the way through Sunday. I figured, you know what? Let me try this out. Once we're done with the podcast, I can roll right into doing my thing with the Fayetteville Woodpeckers. But yeah, I'm loving this, man. I'm just chilling right here in the club seats. And if they kick me out, then y'all just keep rolling. I'm still rolling, but yeah, man, oh man, I'm loving it. Yes, it's 90 degrees up there where y'all at too.
Yeah, it's getting warm up here, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It's a nice,
We
healthy.
skipped spring. It was winter last week, and this week it's summer.
Jump right into it.
Jeez. But yeah, 92 degrees here in Fayetteville, but there is not a cloud in the sky. Wonderful weather for a baseball game. But let's go ahead and introduce the other guy. You know what I'm saying? Can't do it. We can't. We've done it before, but it just don't feel right without the other guy. Go ahead and introduce him. Bring him into the program. Yes, sir.
And the other guy, he is the pride of Washington, Pennsylvania, coming to us live from Washington, Pennsylvania. He is the one, the only, the money man, Scotty D.
Ha 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 ha! It's the Woody Woodpecker Show.
Walk right into that.
Ha 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 ha! It's the Be Live Pecker Show.
Oh no!
That didn't come out right.
No,
It did not pause.
no. Oh, time out, T Mart.
Oh man, I love
That did not come out right.
it.
No.
Beehive's a woodpecker. It just didn't all fit in there. Okay.
I think they get it. I think the people get
We're
it.
canceled.
Yeah,
We're canceled already.
Yeah, we're done already.
Ah,
All right, before you woodpeckers keep going, man. So we got a lot to talk about, fellas. That we do. We have a lot to talk about. With that being said, let me clear my throat. No, 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 no. Let's go ahead and hop right into it. The top of the order. All right, let's get this thing started. The order.
One.
And then there were four teams left. Last night, the San Antonio Spurs went head-to-head against the Oklahoma City Thunder, and they won in overtime 122 to 115.
Can I call timeout, Eddie? Cool. Hold on. Hold that thought. Let me call a quick timeout here. I don't usually like to interrupt the very first thing you're going to say, but I'm just looking at ESPN.com, and it's saying that Rashee Rice has been sentenced to 30 days in jail from the Chiefs for violating his probation by testing positive for marijuana.
Jeez.
Are you stupid?
What are we
Just don't do that. Just don't.
Lay off the weed.
Lay off the weed.
Or the
Anyway,
gummies or the vape. Come on, dog. You're on probation.
Well, we
I'm
already-
sorry to interrupt you with that, but I saw that and it's breaking news, and I'm like, this is stupidity at its finest.
Wasn't he already suspended 6 games for all the other stuff that he was doing? He wants a compound. Like, I would not be surprised if the league didn't suspend him for the year.
I'd be sitting in a corner not doing anything wrong. I would be towing the line if I'd been in trouble before. But
Yeah.
anyway, I digress. I'm sorry, Eddie. Cool. I had jumped on your feed for that one, but I saw this and I couldn't contain myself. You know, when I see stupidity, sometimes it just sets me off over the edge.
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand.
Sometimes you gotta learn how to get the hell out your own way. Apparently.
Yeah.
And apparently, sometimes in those situations, I don't want to judge or past, or past judgment or anything. But sometimes you gotta have the right people in your corner. But look, man, you got a lot going on.
Yeah.
You gotta have. I mean, in life in general, you gotta have the right people in your corner that have your best well-being in hand. If they see you effing up, they're gonna tell you, "Look, man, you're effing up, so you need to kind of slow down a little bit, baby." But
What are
in
you
this case,
doing?
yeah, what you doing, baby? So in this case, I don't know what's going on with Rasheed Rice. So hopefully, um, he gets the help that he needs. He sits the hell down somewhere because
I know I'd rather be at OTAs than in jail. And
yeah. I'd rather be sweating on the field as opposed to sweating by Big Bubba in cell box C. All right, as I was saying, Victor Wembanyama led the Spurs 122-115 in overtime over the Oklahoma City Thunder, and he had 41, not 14. He had 41 points, 14 from 25 from the field, and 12 of 13 from the stripe as well too. An unexpected leading scorer for the Oklahoma City Thunder, the White Mamba, Alex Caruso, he also chipped in with 31 points, going 11 of 19 from the field and 1 for 3 from the free throw line. Wemby also had 24 rebounds. 15 of those were defensive, 9 were offensive rebounds as well too. Fellas, you guys got to see the game last night because I pulled an old man and I fell asleep. What are your thoughts from last night's game 1 versus the Spurs and the Oklahoma City Thunder?
I'm going to say this in the best way I possibly can. And of course, we're not political on this show, but I feel like it needs to be said. The White House earlier in this year decided that they were going to release some UFO files for the public to see and everything. I'm pretty sure most of that footage was Victor Wembanyama. This dude is an absolute alien. Not only 41 points, 24 rebounds, 9 offensive rebounds, but a logo three that
oh my
tied the game.
gosh,
Like, bro,
what's he doing shooting that?
Yeah.
I'm watching the game and I see it's one of those where you can see you can see a shooter line up, and I saw like he's about to pull this for no reason whatsoever. And we needed Mike Breen on the call because that was an absolute bang. Like it's really what do you do? And then of course, they got to throw in a storyline. I guess there's beef between Victor Wembanyama and Chet Holmgren, and Chet Holmgren had an impressive block that took the game into overtime.
Mm.
But Victor Wembanyama was like, no, hold my beer, don't even worry about it. It literally just took over the game. He hit a logo threes, driving the ball to the basket. There's literally nothing he can't do, and he's in his prime. I called it when he cut the
Not
hair.
even.
Like that, well, off that part, really.
Yeah.
If he gains about 20 more pounds, he's pretty much going to be unstoppable.
We see what happened. Be like when he got the haircut. You know, it was serious business.
Oh yeah, when he got that Tim Duncan haircut, I was like, oh, y'all in trouble. I said, you about to unlock a whole different side of Victor Wembanyama, and I think we're about to witness history. This dude came out and showed out against the number one team, the reigning defending national champions. He said, "Don't even worry about it. We're here on the scene," and took one out of in Oklahoma City. And that, whoo, what a game! Back and forth, overtime, second overtime, and for them to steal one from OKC at home, man, oh man. Oklahoma City, just for everybody to know, sweet, made it easy the first 2 rounds. There's
Won
been no
9 in a row
opposition.
going back to last year.
And it's like, does anybody have the answer? I think the answer has been given. Victor Wembanyama. And of course it was complimentary basketball all around. Dylan Harper with 24, had 6 scores in double figures. Stephon Castle had 17. Kellen Johnson with 13 off the bench. And it was complimentary basketball, but yeah, I don't think there is an answer for Victor Wembanyama because Chet Holmgren is just as skinny and 5, 6 inches shorter. Like, what can he do? I think for the majority part of the game, I I did their I wanted to say that somebody else was guarding him, and I guess maybe he fouled out. I'm not even sure. Was it Lou Dort? No, nobody fouled out. You John Mitchell had fouled. Nobody fouled out. So, but like the last part of the game, Chet Holmgren wasn't even guarding him. Like, I don't know why. I don't know what.
Russo was guarding him a couple times.
That made no sense.
Well, I
Like,
guess they figure it doesn't matter who's going to guard him; they're going to be shorter.
it's
Yeah,
like you might be like,
across the board, everybody. Yeah, across the board. I got it. You know what? Oklahoma City. I know the answer for you. Next year, you got to draft Olivier Giroux, the big 7'9" kid that
that
played at
kid
Florida.
ain't
But he
that
ain't
kid
gonna do
ain't
nothing. That boy
ain't
wasn't. That boy wasn't bust a grape in a fruit fight.
he didn't. If I saw correctly, he didn't transfer it out. He's in the transfer portal
Yeah, he's
for no
gone.
reason. He was the
Yeah,
third stringer at Florida. Now he trying to demand some NIL money. This thing is ridiculous. I don't even want to get into that.
just
Right
because
now,
you're 9 foot tall.
yeah, we're witnessing history in the NBA, but let's not jump the gun just yet. But this is game one of the Western Conference Finals. Victor Wembanyama's here. Will OKC be able to make the adjustments? We shall see.
Will they, Scotty D? Will Oklahoma City be able to make the adjustments? Or anything you want to take away from last night's game?
Yeah, I mean, I think they're too good to get swept. I think this is going to be an outright series. I think this thing could be 2-2 after 2 games in San Antonio. It could be that evenly matched. These are the champs, but I think it's the two best teams in the West that are going for it at this point. I think
Oh yeah,
they and in the East, I think with a possible exception of maybe the Celtics, probably the two best teams are in there. Detroit showed up Sunday night
Oof.
and didn't care that they were there. They were glad just to be in the building.
I was about to say
Detroit,
you should.
Detroit basketball.
Oh, yeah.
Where were you guys?
I was about to say you said they showed up. I didn't see them show up.
They
In
I
showed up.
saw.
attendance. They were in
They were in
attendance.
I,
attendance with a bag of popcorn and pop on the sideline.
all I saw
That was
was.
embarrassing. To game seven, biggest game in the franchise in years. And that's what you do. You get blown out by what was it, 40, 30? It was never a game.
By 30,
It was
yep.
never a game. That shows you they
The
were a pretender
spider.
all along. They were a pretender. You lost a big series to Harden. You can't be any worse off than that. That's embarrassing. Donovan Mitchell looks really good right now. He looks like a man on a mission. Cleveland's looks pretty good. And as I said a couple weeks ago, B-Live, when it was just you and I here, I said, if you're the Knicks, now is the time. You can't mess this up. If you're going to go to the finals, this is the year because as wide open as it's ever going to be. And this is your chance. They have home court. I think they do, don't they? They start tonight,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, they
Oh
start
yeah.
tonight.
In New York. So this is your chance, Knicks. Let's see if you can do it. For one thing, Cleveland will get by them, but I don't know. I think these two are playing for second place either way because I don't think either of them will beat the West teams in 7.
Scotty D
Cleveland
said,
doesn't.
it don't matter. They just play for second place anyway. Don't even worry about
You're
it.
right, but that part. But Cleveland does. I don't think Cleveland gets by New York if we don't get better play from Harden.
Oh,
Harden was not that good.
mm.
He was predictable, normal James Harden in the playoffs. But Donovan Mitchell was.
But he's not their main guy like he was in the other situations he was in. He's like their third or fourth option at this point.
Well, the thing about it is, though, even with that, though, you still need more than 8 points from your starter.
Agreed.
So I'm just talking about in this situation against the Knicks because you skied it by because Detroit went ice cold in that game 7, couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. I mean, that was a pitiful display, and I hate to say it that way, but that's exactly what it was. But James Harden, man, this is literally legacy defining right here, right now. Can you play well enough, and will your team be able to make it to the championship? Here's the thing: at this moment in time, honestly, not winning the title, you might be okay with it because San Antonio and OKC are just that good. But you got to at least make to the NBA Finals
You
with
got
the
to get
teams you
there.
got. You got to at least get there. And me, I'm over here trying to give this guy something
So
because
you think the Knicks will win? You think the Knicks will do it?
that's I'm just James Harden could easily be the difference maker. Donovan, because I'm telling you, the Knicks will gear up for Donovan Mitchell. They know that if we can stop Donovan Mitchell, we stop the Cleveland Cavaliers, unless another option pops up. And I mean, of course,
Well,
they
this
have.
Jared Allen's pretty good.
That's what I'm saying. They have other
Mm.
options besides James Harden. But I'm just saying, just his legacy. He has to be part of a winning team. They can't get eliminated, and then he shows up with his stat line of 5 of 19, 1 of 9 for 3 point. Like you can't do that again.
Can't do that.
You cannot do that again. 'Cause
You
that,
still have
and
Kevin Love.
Kevin Love, I don't know. He might be around there somewhere. You
ah,
know?
I
You still
don't.
have Kevin
He
Love.
said, I said, I don't know.
Well, it don't
It
make a
don't
damn
make
bit of difference.
make
He
a
running there
difference.
something. We're doing something. I don't know. Yeah. So that's that, fellas. I will say the NBA conference finals are very, very, very interesting. Be Live, the Hurricanes are losing their mind, man. What's going on? We swept, got the Senators up out of here, got the Flyers up out of here, and so what is? Do we await the winner of the
Well,
Montreal and Buffalo series?
that finally happened.
Okay, okay.
Montreal clinched last night in an
Ooh,
overtime game.
ooh.
That was like we had NHL overtime. We had NBA double overtime. It was we were loaded with sports yesterday, and we had a return of Brock Lesnar. Brock
Didn't
Lesnar
see that
did
coming.
not retire. Like, yo, what was going on? Like, I tried it out one final time, but I had almost given up on Raw, and but yeah, the Carolina Hurricanes, after a record 12-day hold off, will finally play hockey again this coming Thursday in Raleighwood, North Carolina. Sound the alarm. Canada still has one team left. The Montreal Canadiens have survived.
If
Man,
Carolina doesn't win this, you guys should be embarrassed. If you don't get the
don't do
Stanley
it.
Cup, you should be embarrassed.
The Colorado Avalanche is still out there, and
Embarrassing if you don't beat
you
these three
you
teams.
just want to put that out there just to try to denigrate my team and their success. Yes, I feel that
I'm
way,
saying they're the
Scott.
best team left.
I feel that way too. It's just one of those things I cannot count. I can't count them chickens. I can't count them. This is just sports in general for me. I need to 0.00
Grave the
on the
cup
clock.
now.
Oh
Uh,
no, don't do that. It's got to
Brian
go back.
Woodpecker right there on the cup.
absolutely not, man. We're here for it. NHL Lord Stanley's Cup. We're down to 4 teams in the NHL. What's it?
Colorado is really good.
Yeah,
Colorado
we got.
versus Vegas,
Mm-hmm.
and Carolina versus the Canadiens, the Habs. Man, oh man. And the Canadians had our number during the regular season, but
That ain't good.
but playoff hockey is just different. And I guarantee you, Raleigh's going to bring the noise. It's going to be insane. I already looked at tickets, can't afford it. The cheapest tickets are $300. I said, nah, that. And on top of that, I have to work here. So it's
But
like,
do y'all got any standing room only over there for
I was looking for that.
195?
I just want one reel. Can I have one reel?
Just one reel. Just one. Let me get one reel. Fellas, what else happened this weekend? We had a PGA Championship going as well too. Talk about that real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Eddie Cool, and I'm a workaholic, and I'm back to working again after having shingles for a good majority of April. So I'm back in business, which means I'm missing a lot of stuff. But never fear, the Sports Bros are here. So, Scotty, what happened in the world of golf, man? Somebody won a PGA Championship?
Yeah, but it wasn't a real person. It was RAI.
Here you go.
I saw that.
It was RAI.
Aaron,
It can't be real that this guy won the
Aaron Rye.
Aaron Rye
Man,
won. He's known as the guy who wears two gloves. That's his claim to fame. Not for winning tournaments. He's known as the guy who wins two gloves. Do you know why I like him? You know why I'm glad he won?
Why?
why?
Come on.
Because it's not Bryson DeChambeau.
Big goof.
Partly, that's a big part of it. or anybody else from the Live
From
Tour.
the, yeah, anybody, anybody
Yeah,
from the Live, yeah.
I felt that coming. Yeah, but yeah, that's
John Rahm gave it a little bit of a run, and
Mm.
Justin Thomas got going a little bit too late, but it was just this guy's day. It was his week. Every once in a while that happens, and he changed his life. He got $3 million and exemptions for life on the PGA and 5 years in the majors. And from what everybody says, this is like one of the nicest guys on the whole tour. Like everybody was happy for this dude. Everybody liked this guy, and he's 31 years old, so it's not like he's just coming fresh up out of college to just make his name. He's been trying. I think he had a couple small tournament wins coming into this, but I honestly knew nothing about the guy before this weekend. I didn't know anything about a couple of guys that were taking turns on the leaderboard. It wasn't until Sunday afternoon you started seeing some familiar names where Rory was in contention and Rahm and Scheffler made a little bit of a late push. And like I said, Justin Thomas, too little
yep.
too late. He was in the clubhouse at 500, but everybody still had a lot of holes to play at that point. But it was an interesting watch. Usually I'm not as interested if I don't know the guys, but it was an interesting watch. And hey, this guy earned 6 birdies over the last 10 holes. Nobody else was throwing birdies out there. I think Justin Rose like parred every hole on the last day, but no birdies. So got to give this guy credit. When he was at hole 16 or 17, he made a putt from like New Jersey and
Yeah,
and
68 footer.
68 foot. And when he hit that, I was like, that's this guy's.
It's over.
That's over at that point. Yeah. So kind of took the fun out of the end of it, but it was a fun tournament to watch anyway. From what I got to see, but I didn't see much of the early days of it. And like I said, I kept checking the leaderboards, like, who's this guy? Who's this guy? Schmid? Schmid is in contention. Who's the other guy? Schmid and Happy or somebody, was that one of the guys named Happy?
He called him Happy.
Not Happy Gilmore.
No, not Happy Gilmore. I forget the other guy's name that was up there, but it wasn't Mickelson or Woods or anybody like that his name I knew.
Yeah. Well, fellas, let's see. I'm picking up straws because just to let you know, ladies and gentlemen, will there be a choice of the voices this week? No, we don't have a choice of the voices this week. But real quick, did you guys have a chance to look at the schedule, release show or anything on the NFL or?
Yeah.
I didn't really watch it, but it was one of those things I started planning
Yeah.
because there's a now see, and Eddie, you're gonna be mad at me about the because man, it's gonna be tough to go to 2 games in two straight weeks.
Look, I get it. Look, you ain't got to tell
Okay,
me.
like
You ain't got to
week
tell me.
3, we're traveling to Cleveland, which I mean, I know we've talked about that. Week 4, Detroit comes to us. I've literally already got tickets and hotel booked for the week 4 game.
Mm,
So I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. But it's one of those things I'm gonna need a couple extra gigs, and I'm gonna need a sponsor or something.
I
Cause I
understand.
want, cause I know that game. It's a pretty much almost a central meeting point for the 3 of us, and
Mm,
so it's one of those things where I definitely want to try to make that happen because I feel like we need to get together at least once a year. The
yeah,
public needs to see the 3 of us, and it's been a while. It's been a long
yeah,
time.
yeah, we ain't did that forever. Yep. So, Scotty D, I'm over looking at your Dallas Cowboys schedule here, and let me see.
Nobody cares.
Evidently they do, because by week 7 they will already have played 4 primetime games and a game in Brazil.
Yeah.
They have loaded the Cowboys. They are going to kill my fall sleep schedule.
Oh yeah.
They're going to kill me in the fall. I think they start off on Sunday night, then they have a Monday night, a Thursday night. They're gonna kill me here.
Yeah. They got a. Let me see. After week 4, they got a Amazon game, and then 2 weeks after that, they got a Monday night game, and
They
then
got an
week
Amazon.
13. Yeah, an Amazon game. Yeah, I know it's a Prime game, was an Amazon game. Let's see. Then week 13. What we got here? Stooby Dooby Doo. Yeah, week 13. You're on TV again. You got 2 Monday night games, and that's it. Unless you go to the playoffs or something. But yeah, Scotty, your seat schedule's gonna be all tore the hell up.
And
they're gonna kill me here with this, but
Carolina's got 3 primetime games. I know we got because that
Mm.
Detroit game is a
Ooh,
Sunday night game.
that's a
That's
Sunday
one
night
that maybe
game.
Yeah, that's a Sunday night game, so that's why I'm like, man, yeah, we got to do it.
Ooh,
And we
yeah.
got a Monday night game against Tampa, and I know we got a Thursday night game somewhere in the mix of that as well. So, I
At
think,
Green Bay.
oh, woo, oh,
Uh,
all
in
right, yeah,
in the
yeah.
in the end of October at Green Bay. Yeah. And
So,
then
and then on top of that, November 22nd, the Baltimore Ravens come to Carolina, and Baltimore Ravens is near and dear to my heart because they drafted my boy, my man Adam Randall from Clemson. All roads lead to Dabo, and getting to hang out with Adam Randall's dad in NYC, that family friend. Seeing him
mm,
on the next level, I would like to attend that game. And I know a friend of mine that is a Ravens fan. I got a couple of Ravens fans that might be attending that game, so we'll see. Like I said, I need some big money gigs, people. DJ be like, "Pow, pow, pow, pow." Help a brother
yeah.
out. I'm trying to do a lot of stuff.
All right. And
Sports Bros podcast sponsors, do something so I can go to these games and enjoy
let
life.
me
My
hold
bad.
about $5. So Scotty D, what do you think about this whole Ronda Rousey Gina Carano fight? Like,
Well, I was expecting it to go for about a minute, and I misjudged that one poorly because it went 17 seconds. It was a joke of a fight, and it was one that I don't think anybody suspected it was going to be any different. Ronda Rousey lost her last two fights, getting beat up by strikers 10 years ago. So she handpicked an opponent who hadn't fought in 17 years, who she knew she could throw an armbar on, and then proclaimed it to be the biggest fight in MMA history, and just went out and just threw an armbar on, and it was the end of it. And if Gina Carano didn't tap, she would have got her arm snapped because Rousey legitimately threw that armbar. And I heard, I keep hearing this. This was like a work. It was a setup. That
mm,
it was staged. Why would you stage? Why would you hype it to the tune of Rousey getting 2 million, Carano getting 1 million on Netflix, and stage it like that? Why would you not? If you're going to stage it, do it like the WWE, where you legitimately are giving somebody something to watch for a few minutes before you go to the finish. If it was staged, don't you think it would make more sense for Carano to win and then you cash in with a rematch? I
yeah,
mean,
part two.
literally every fight Ronda Rousey has ever won, she's won by tackling somebody and then prying their arm from their body and bending it backwards and getting a tap out. That's exactly what happened. Only before she did against girls that were in their 20s and 30s, and this time she did against a 44-year-old woman who hadn't competed in 17 years. Stop it with the conspiracy theories. This was not staged. It was not set up. It was just poor. It was poor. And Ronda Rousey did nothing to endear herself to the fans. She just trash talked and looked like a raging bitch, and just she did. She's attacking the UFC. That was what you were doing to promote the fight, is attack the UFC.
That she that's the stuff that she learned while she was in WWE. Now she thinks that she's the ultimate heel. No, we just don't care.
Hang on a second, guys. I can't go right now.
No.
But honestly, I don't know. Okay, Scotty, because this is your wheelhouse. Name prominent female MMA fighters and go.
Prominent. Well, Rousey's probably the top of the list of the most famous even now. Amanda
But
Nunes.
that right there is a problem. Somebody
Yeah,
that
but
hasn't
that
fought in
that's for
10
that's for the
years.
casual fans. I mean, guys who watch it every week, like myself. I watch a lot of these fights,
That's
but
what I'm asking you. You're the guy that watches them. Name them for me.
Chris Cyborg.
Cyborg's a big one. Yeah.
But
Um,
it was sort of rhetorical. The reason why I wanted to ask that question is because MMA, UFC, they're not doing these women any favors, especially if this is your premier marquee matchup, premiering Netflix and MMA on Netflix or whatever. And this is what you show us.
oh, what's our girl name? Scotty D, the girl from China, or Japan,
Wei Li, Zhang Wei Li.
yeah, Zhang Wei Li,
But again, like I said,
Valentina Shevchenko. Now it's starting
you,
to.
you, I said, you give yourself
Nunes.
enough time, you start
Yeah.
being able to name them all. But
Yeah.
the whole purpose of my point is that we're not the sport is not doing them any favors. That
Mm-mm.
we need to see more marquee matches of this nature. Netflix is a joke for this, and like nobody's going to take it seriously. I'm just like, what are we doing here? That was my point. Like I could care less. I
Thug
didn't even know
Rose.
that.
Thug Rose.
I was like, I
Where's
didn't even
Namajunas?
know that. I didn't even know that the fight was on until it was already over, and I was like, well, all right, well, cool.
Well, UFC passed on it, and that's what made Rousey so upset. She tried to promote this fight to UFC and get back with them, and it's it's a
They
TKO
made
UFC right now, not a Dana White Fertitta Brothers UFC that like it was when she left there. So
Mm.
nobody wanted to pay her that kind of money, and this is why.
yeah. I think they made the right choice because Netflix is now just all right. We paid you this money for this little bit, and it did not attract. Did it attract anybody else to future fights? Probably not.
Mm.
But the UFC is slick though. On this big night that Nate Diaz, who used to be one of my favorite fighters and now is a has been, and he can't win anymore. He fought Mike Perry and got busted up. On the night that was like their big event, Francis Ngannou fought on this card against somebody who I never heard of. But while all this is going on, the UFC throws out the announcement that Conor McGregor is going to fight again this summer. This is when they chose to announce it while this card was going on. Slick move because it did
Yeah.
steal some headlines away. And McGregor's another one. Nobody cares. He's going to go fight Max Holloway, and he's going to lose this time. They're fighting on July 11th, and Holloway has come well. He's taken great strides since the first time they fought, which was like 13 years ago. So
Yeah.
Oh, this is where we're at. No,
Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you got a lot going on this episode of the Sports Bros podcast. So since we have no choices, we're gonna take our first, next, and last break, and we're gonna come out with the walk-off shot. How appropriate, be live. Where your baseball bat at? We swinging the baseball bat or what? Coming up next, right on the
I
Sports
should
Bros
actually
podcast.
have a baseball bat since I'm literally here at the baseball stadium. I'll be prepared next time. All right.
It's
Yeah,
all good.
no.
Stick and stay. Don't you dare go away. Sports Bros podcast. We'll be right back.
And now, our favorite part of the show, the choices of the voices.
To the wonderful. Wait a minute. Hold on. Guess what? We don't even have a choices questions for the week for last week. But since Scotty D is here, Scotty D, what you got for us for choices of the voices for next week? What's on tap?
Well, we're talking a little bit of NBA, so we're going to ask you, who is your favorite NBA second fiddle? And by saying that, like the Robin to the Batman, Scottie Pippen's your classic example of being like the second fiddle, the Robin, that kind of guy. Kevin McHale to Larry Bird, Worthy to Magic, those kind of guys. Who's your favorite of the second fiddle players? And that'll give us something to talk about next week.
That's right. Yeah. Just as long as you don't pull a AJ Brown, you're still winning games, but I'm not getting the ball enough. Anyways, that about does it for the choices of the voices. Coming up next is the real walk-off right here on your favorite sports podcast, none other than the Sports Bros podcast. Swing and a miss, strain rib cage.
Okay, boys, time to wrap it up. Let's go home with some walk-off shots.
What?
Well, you know how we do it. Usually this woman is telling us to go home and get the hell up out of here. But she said, you know what? All right, boys, go ahead, take a swing, round the bases, because it's time for the walk-off shot. You know how we do it? One topic, we talk about it real quick, and in the game, and flick the lights, and do the Gatorade bath, and just don't be jumping on me, man, because all that stuff hurt, all right? All right. Here I go. On this day in history, back in 1984, the Stanley Cup Finals at the Northlands Coliseum in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Wayne Gretzky scores twice as the Edmonton Oilers beat the New York Islanders 5-2 for a 4-1 series win. And it's the Oilers' first Stanley Cup title.
All right.
Well, their first Stanley Cup title, and because I think that they were the ones that ended that historic run of the New York Islanders, right?
Yep.
Yeah, because Islanders came into the 80s like, look, Montreal Canadiens, y'all won 25 Stanley Cups? Hold my Molson. Watch this. You see what I did there? Hold my Molson. Yeah. All right, Scotty D, what you got there?
Well, no, I know we don't get into a lot of politics here. That's by design, but the NFL recently defended its broadcasting strategy after being criticized by Donald Trump for having multiple platforms. Now, I know a lot of people would rather swallow their socks than agree with anything that Donald Trump says. But let me just tell you what the response was from Hans Schroeder. Isn't that the guy that Bruce Willis threw off a building in Die Hard? Hans Schroeder. He's the executive vice president of media distribution. And he emphasized the league's commitment to its current model, saying, we have the most fan-friendly model there is in any sport or entertainment as far as distribution. Now, these guys are saying because people already have Netflix and all these other platforms that they're happy about, they were okay with that. They're already on all these platforms. We have 87% of the games are going to be shown on network TV and on standalone games. And that's, you know what, here's the thing. In Major League Baseball, they do this on Friday nights. They have on Apple or whatever the Apple thing is. They
Apple TV.
Apple TV.
Apple TV. Yeah. So sometimes we miss games on Apple TV. But with baseball, you get 162 games. So if you miss one out of 162, you're not as upset as if your team is one of their 17 games is on Netflix and then on another platform, then another platform. Come on, man. It's not fan friendly. It's really not, because I want to watch all the games. I don't want to have to pay for the $300 cable bill and then Netflix and then Peacock or whatever else you're feeding me, Prime, whatever. It's too much. Sorry, I don't think you're the most fan friendly model. I think you suck. That's all I would say about that. Be live.
That 87% they're saying is that is available on network TV.
Right,
Yes,
yeah.
it's available to network TV in your local market if your team sells out. And if it doesn't sell out, then guess what? They're blacking out games and doing all kinds of other crazy stuff. Don't play.
Right,
Don't.
but there's also a lot of idiots like myself who don't live in the market of my favorite team. as a Dallas Cowboy fan living in Pittsburgh, if they're deciding, well, it's the home market, they're going to be showing on regular TV in Dallas, I still would have to buy Netflix or Prime or whatever, just because I don't want to miss one of my only 17 games of the year. I mean, yeah, maybe most of them are going to be on network, but I want to see them all. I'm a diehard fan. I want to see them all.
Yeah.
And that's your SOL there. I mean, NFL is not going to change their mind because they're greedy, money grubbing. And I think the day is going to come where every team is going to play an overseas game every year. All 32 teams are going to be playing in Europe, Brazil, France, Mexico, whatever. And
So
18,
there's
games,
there's a
two
home game going.
buys. Yeah.
Super Bowl in Europe, it's all coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Money.
a quick reminder for those of you that don't have bad memory. Those of you who have bad memories, earmark this episode because the Super Bowl for this upcoming season is on February the 14th, Valentine's Day. For those of you that have women's and wives in your lives, you better plan properly. All right, you better do everything on Saturday because when Sunday comes, you can forget about it. I'm gonna tell my job, like, look here, you want me to do what? I'm like, first of all, we don't even need to be open on a Valentine's Day. All right, it's the Super Bowl and Valentine's Day.
Put a nice pink heart inside this blue star for the Cowboys Super Bowl Valentine's Day logo.
Yeah. All right, P Live. What kind of madness you got for us? I know you got something running in the third.
This is just highlighting some of the things that are going on in my life. Really, my third and final pepper point. It's gonna be simple. It's gonna be a two-parter because this coming Friday here at Segra Stadium with the Woodpeckers is WWE night, and there's going to be a John Cena shirt on sale that I'm going to hook up on one of my young fellows, my nephew Anderson. I got your shirt on hold for you. I got you, my man. And yes, I will be on sound. So yes. Oh, you. Oh, I'm playing all of
all the
them,
hits, all the
all of
hits.
the hits. They're allowing me on sound that night. I'm pulling double duty. Like I'm gonna be in the plaza front gate with my speakers hyping up the crowd in line, and then I'm gonna pack up my stuff and head up to the press box. And I'm man, they have no idea what's gonna hit them. All of them, every single thing, every single old, new, in between, all of them. I'm gonna hit them with every single one of them. I promise you. That's happening this coming Friday here at Sega Stadium. Like I said, it's also a two-parter because in 2 weeks, I gotta promote this. In 2 weeks, your boy's gonna be in Charlotte, North Carolina, May 31st. It's a Sunday for the US men's national team soccer team going against Senegal before they head to the World Cup. Oh yes. Yes. All of the face shade and everything. Yes, I am here for it. Soccer, football, the world stage. I get to see the men's national team before they head off to the World Cup. And for the wonderful, wonderful total of free 99. Thank you, Vet Tix, for that. Thank you for the complimentary tickets for that. Yes,
Okay,
they gave.
okay. All right, good.
I got to go golfing.
Oh Lord, Scotty, his face dropped. Oh man. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that does it for another episode of the Sports Bros podcast. Hey, y'all, keep rating, reviewing, subscribing, sharing with your friends. Check out the back catalog. That back catalog is something else. You get to see how we got from there to here in all of 7.5 years. But anyways, I almost forgot my doggone stick. And in closing, do something nice for yourself if you can. Do something nice for someone else. I greatly appreciate it. Now, more than ever, be a blessing, not a burden. Go Woodpeckers. Has been another episode of your favorite sports podcast, none other than the Sports Bros podcast. Get us out of here, Be Live.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That man is at work. Y'all be good. See y'all next week. Ugh.